This class I am explaining the renewable water resources. This is a natural renewable water resources. Again, here we are having surface and ground water resource. These are the two resources which is having, that is the surface and then the groundwater. How it is renewable? For example, if you consider this is an earth surface and there would be a presence of the ponds or the rivers and further oceans. Ponds are lakes, rivers are streams. See here what happens? The precipitation occurs. Where precipitation occurs? The precipitation occurs from the atmosphere, that is from the condensation of the clouds. The precipitation occurs and it reaches to the earth surface. You just assume there will be no water in the ponds at the time of summer, and the water will be going to be depleted at the time of summer because due to the no water availability of for months together. When the precipitation occurs, what happens? There will be a n number of surface runoff. N number of surface runoff. When there will be a surface runoff, automatically what happens? The ponds and lakes will going to get recharged and the rivers also get recharged. This is the renewable water source from the surface. So, and the water, the over flooded water will going to reach us to these oceans, that to the surface runoff. Okay. Here the concept is the rivers or the ponds will going to get depleted at the time of non-rainy seasons or at the time of summer season. When there will be sufficient rainy season, what happens? It will be get recharged sufficiently, whether it is a ponds or lakes or the rivers, and ultimately it will going to reach as the ocean. This is the process we call it as the surface runoff. And the n number of water, again the water will be absorbed and that will go into infiltration. Infiltration towards where? The infiltration towards to the groundwater. Infiltration towards to the groundwater. Here there will be a water table. Here there will be a water table. A water table, obviously always there will be a fluctuation. In the time of summer, you can be a very good example is you may not be able to get a water from the groundwater, that is in the borewell point at the time of the summer, because due to the non-availability of the water table. When there will be an enrichment of rainfall which occurs on the particular area, there will be infiltration and this water table will going to get a recharge. And after that you can be able to use that water from the borewell at that particular area. So here this is all, the water is also getting recharged. How it is being getting recharged? There will be a n number of precipitation that is reached to the surface and the infiltration water will going to reach us to the water table to make enrich. Again, the excess of water will going to have the subsurface runoff. Ultimately, the destination is ocean. Earlier, I explained this is in the hydrological cycle. The same concept. Here, the water is getting recharged. Means water getting is renewable. Where it is being getting renewable? In the earth surface, that is in the form of lakes or ponds, that is in the form of rivers or the streams, and the ocean. The water will going to get enriched at the time of best precipitation, and also the water will be get enriched in the water table. This is called as the renewable water resources, that is in the surface water sources and the groundwater sources. And the non-renewable means I explained about the first water table. First water table. This is also called as aquiclad. The concept is aquiclad. What do you mean by aquiclad? I already explained. The water will be stored in that particular area. Only when we are going to lift from the area, the water will be reaches to the surface and this the water table will get empty, and further there will be no recharge of the water table because there is no supply. There will be no supply, the transmission of water in this area. This concept is called as the aquiclad. This is the non-renewable water sources. The renewable water sources is the two categories. One is surface water source and the groundwater resource.